The Petersen Operating Way is a management model that has 6 key systems in it. And within those 6 key systems, there's certain processes that are in place that creates this environment where our team members can be engaged. The first of those key systems is the key system of strategy deployment. And what the strategy deployment system does is it helps every single one of our team members answer the question of what does it mean to win? So when you go throughout our organization, you'll see in every single area what we call a huddle board. And on that huddle board, we've clearly defined what the key goals and objectives and process indicators are for their specific areas of responsibility. This allows the team members to understand, in my area of responsibility, what does it mean for me to win? This naturally rolls into the second key system, which is visualization. So with those huddle boards, having a goal, identifying what it means to win, we also on a daily basis report how did we actually perform. This allows our team members to be able to identify any gaps between what we were hoping to achieve and what we did achieve, which is the trigger that says this is an opportunity for improvement, which then leads to our next key system, which is daily improvement. So now as a team, they're at their huddle board, they meet, they identify that there's a gap in between what we anticipated and what we achieved, and then they start collaborating amongst each other about what can we do to actually understand why we have a gap and what can we do to actually drive improvement. And that improvement process is really fundamental in how we engage our employees. They need to understand what does it mean to win. They need to be able to see, are we winning? And then they need to collaborate with each other. What can we do about it? We didn't hire you just to do your specific skill. We hired you because you're creative, you're talented, and you have skills that we might not even know of. And so to help capture and leverage those skills, we've created the TPW process, which is you go throughout your day and you find some abnormality or some gap or some opportunity for improvement that you go ahead and identify on the TPW card or the Petersen Way card what that problem is and then what the solution would be that you've come up with. The expectation would then be you're going to review that with your team members. It's a very important process because many times more eyes that look at a problem and look at a solution, the more robust we can make that solution. There's no bad ideas, and it's okay to let us know when there's something that's not right. That's what we expect of our team members. We know we're not going to be perfect, and so we expect you to help us identify those opportunities to improve, and then use your creativity and intellect to actually help us come up with better methods to accomplish the task that we need to do. The last key system of the main 4 key systems is closing the loop. And one of the key elements in the closing the loop system is the tiered escalation process. So the tiered escalation process is a method in which the frontline team members meet at the start of the shift each morning. They meet around their huddle board and they review their previous day's performance and identify any barriers that are preventing them from accomplishing their task for the day. That supervisor then meets after that meeting with his manager, the other supervisors, a quality representative, and manufacturing engineering representative. They review their department's previous performance, and then they discuss those items that have been escalated by their frontline team members, and they identify what do they need to do to support their team members to help remove those barriers. Lastly, those managers then meet with the executive team each day at 7:30. They then report on their department's progress and performance. They escalate any of those issues that would need wider support from the company, and then we discuss as a team what we can do to support those team members in those escalations. It also provides an opportunity for our leaders to engage with our team members, to ask them questions on what they're doing to drive improvement so they can coach them around maybe some potential ideas that they might have to support that team in driving the improvement that they're looking for. With those first 4 key systems of strategy deployment, visualization, daily improvement, and then closing the loop, as you execute within those systems, you drive improvement. The next benefit is, how do we provide the opportunities and the environment and the skills and understanding of our team members to be able to do that more often? So the quicker we can go through that cycle, the greater the rate of change and improvement will be in our organization. So our fifth key system is problem solving. So we spend time with our team members to help them understand, how do we identify the problem? How do we get to the root cause? How do we develop good, effective, corrective countermeasures? And then how do we actually make sure that they're applied throughout the organization? Once we do that in an area, the sixth key system is best practice sharing. Now, how do we leverage it across the organization? So as we've made this improvement with a local team, they've been able to standardize that improvement. The next goal is sharing it throughout the organization so that we can have that improvement grow exponentially. So when you look at the wall, we've conveyed the Petersen Operating Way in a series of gears. And when you look at it, you'll see the Petersen Operating Way is the shaft, and then it has the gears of the 6 key systems, and there's a key in that shaft that drives the gears. And the key is the employees. And that's what really drives our continuous improvement environment. And as we go through these cycles of the strategy deployment system and visualization and the Petersen Operating Way that I described, that's what allows us to achieve our fundamental goals as a company, like the KPIs. We call them key performance indicators. That's what allows us to achieve our safety results, our quality results, our delivery results, our cost, and our revenue and growth targets that we have as a company as we go through those cycles, which allow us to fulfill our vision and mission of our organization, which is to improve the lives of our employees and their families, our customers, and our community. So when you go through the wall and you see these series of gears, it helps you understand that as the Petersen Operating Way turns, and as we engage our employees, that allows us to meet our results, which allows us to fulfill our mission of the organization. And as you go through the wall, you'll see examples of how we are doing those specific things. And then we post for all of our employees to see how we're actually performing for the organization's key performance indicators. And we make sure that's visual, and we have a process as a leadership team that every single month we're reviewing those, just like our teams do daily in their huddle. We do as an executive team every month, look at what did we anticipate? Is there a gap? If there's a gap, what improvements can we derive from a systematic standpoint as a company to ensure that we're doing the right things and we're making the changes to meet those goals that we have to meet our vision and mission as an organization. I think it's important to embed the customers in this Petersen Operating Way, because just like our employees, they can help us identify gaps, opportunities, things that we can do to serve them better, which is one of our missions, right? Improve the lives of our customers also. The core foundational element of the Petersen Operating Way is teamwork. We need to create a culture and an environment where if you see a problem, that's a great thing. And for us to work as a team to help understand, what's behind that problem and how we're going to solve it, that's really the key to the whole system, and that's what we're all about. So we're trying as a company, through the Petersen Operating Way, fundamentally ensuring that we're supporting the basic concepts of teamwork and collaboration and winning every day.